Can Carlos Alcaraz actually pull off the Channel Slam? For context, the Channel Slam is when someone wins the French Open and Wimbledon in the same year. The name references the English Channel, which separates Paris, the host city for the French Open, and London, the host city for Wimbledon. The two events are held less than a month apart, and the change from the clay in Paris to the grass in London is one of the hardest transitions to make in sports. Now, think of winning these two events back to back like the Triple Crown, a quadruple double in basketball, or winning back to back majors in golf. But the Channel Slam is considered more difficult. It's almost impossible. Only 5 men have done it in the Open era: Rod Laver, Bjorn Borg, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. On the women's side, Margaret Court, Yvonne Goolagong, Billie Jean King, Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, and Serena Williams. Only the super elite accomplish this, and the big three are the only men to do it since 1980. So, what makes it so hard? Well, the clay is slow. Lots of sliding is required, and it rewards players who are willing to suffer through long, grinding points with lots of topspin. Aggressive, offensive play is blunted when the ball slows down after bouncing on the clay. Lots of spin, lots of endurance, and the willingness to run a lot. On the grass, aggressive play is rewarded. The rallies are shorter, the ball travels through the court quicker, and stays low on the bounce. Big serves, big returns, flat shots, and light footwork, no sliding, is rewarded. And the tough transition is illustrated by the amount of early round losses by seeded players at Wimbledon. When everyone is struggling to find their footing, the playing field is leveled. Even more so if a high-ranked player did well at Roland Garros, leaving them less time to acclimate to the grass. So I calculated the average number of seeded players to lose in the first 2 rounds at every major, and as suspected, Wimbledon has the highest upset rate, with an average of 14.2 seeded players losing in the first 2 rounds. Here's how that compares to the other slams. Why Roland Garros and Wimbledon are so close together is another video entirely. It mostly comes down to scheduling and weather, but today I'm asking, can Carlos Alcaraz win the Channel Slam? So I think, personally, that his chances are really good for 3 reasons. One is movement. On grass, you have to be light on your feet, strong legs to plant, and change direction efficiently. You also need great balance. Movement is something the big three all do exceptionally well, and it's one of Carlos's biggest strengths. Not only is he quick off the mark, he covers ground exceptionally well, and a strong base allows him to change direction fast. He said last year that he worked on his movement a lot for grass, a key to the 2 titles he won on the surface in 2023. Number 2 is variety. He hits almost every shot well. The drop shot is incredibly effective for him and works very well on the grass, and his game at the net is also really good. He wins around 68% of the points he finishes at net. And number 3 is the fact that he's not fatigued. He's played 11 matches in 2 months. Now, he did just play back-to-back 5-setters at Roland Garros, but you can compare those 11 matches in 2 months to the 19 matches he played during the same period in 2023. Even after those 19 matches, he still won Queens and Wimbledon. And to add to all of that, his biggest threat is Jannik Sinner, and they wouldn't meet until the final as the top 2 seeds. Djokovic is recovering from surgery, Zverev has never made it past the 4th round at Wimbledon, and this is Medvedev's 2nd worst slam based on winning percentage, same with Rublev. I think if anyone is going to take out Alcaraz at Wimbledon, it'll happen in the early rounds, before he's found his footing. If he pulls off the Channel Slam, he'll make history as the youngest man to ever achieve it.